Arcade's vault for a lost episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You lost a whole episode?
All new, never before seen, lost episode.
Lost? Gone forever? This isn't happening!
It's a lost epic battle you have to see to believe.
But if it's still in the vault, it's technically not lost.
Catch a lost,
but now found.
Ninja Turtles, up next. Then, check out an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward at 10.
Hello, this is Takeover VC, and welcome to a special stream, because today we can find out who is truly the biggest Timothy fan. Now, we all do claim that we are the biggest Timothy fan, but today we can finally prove and see who it is. So today, we'll have Eric Will from the Timothy Epic Series podcast. We have his co-host, Justin.
Hi.
Hi. We have SpeekyGeeky.
Oh, hello!
And we also have from the Total Recall podcast.
What is going on? What's going on, special guests? Should be asleep. Yeah.
And we do have one other person which I'm going to somehow try to get in is Geekily. So we need to somehow try and get him in here. So we'll start a call with him and get him in there. So hopefully this should all go to plan. We'll find out soon enough. So with this, we'll just find out who is the biggest Timothy fan. I prepared about 20 questions, and we'll give about 30 seconds for people to answer. Okay, so Geekly should be in it. Okay, let me. Do you
want us like buzzing in, or how do you want us to do this?
Exactly.
Let me.
Who says cowabunga first?
No. So I'm going to give a question and some answers, and you choose which one is the right one. Okay, so Geekly should be in here. Geekly, can you hear us?
I can hear everything.
I can definitely hear you. I don't know if anyone can hear you.
Yeah.
If not,
we can hear you.
Just let everyone know. Or if you can't hear me,
yeah,
I'll be watching the stream and participating as much as I can in live chat. I guess just as a resident Turtles fan, like all of you here, I wanted to interject my, I guess, pep talk cheerleading corner universe to everyone. Give the best of luck, and I'm rooting for everyone. I'm not being a favorite or anything, but I am excited to see who gets the crown tonight. And cowabunga! Thanks for the invite, and I hope everything goes well.
Okay, so with the first question, it is when did Casey Jones from the 2003 show says his popular catchphrase? Was it in the episode Meet Casey Jones, Nano, Fallen Angel, or Shredder Strikes Back Part 2?
His first episode, Enter Casey Jones.
Yeah, Casey. 2003, right? Enter Casey.
Yeah.
That's what I figured you'd talk about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But when did he say? And when did he first say his catchphrase in the show?
So we can't say 1990. Yeah. Raphael, Micro Series number 1.
In any iteration, or specifically
no, in the 2003 show, Casey Jones says his catchphrase.
2003.
And I'm saying, like, which episode did he first say it in? Was it Meet Casey Jones, Nano, Fallen Angel, or Shredder Strikes Back Part 2?
Was it Shredder Strikes Back Part 2?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Woo! Thank you, guessing. That was a shot in the dark. I did not know for certain. I had an idea, but I wasn't positive. You could tell that was not one I was super confident on. That's a great question.
Okay, we're going over to 2012 show. So the 2012 show did do a variety of different comics. However, one of the comics did sort of conflict with the actual show. Which story from the comic did it conflict with the show, or episode did it conflict with? Was it Monkey Brains, Monkey Get Me, or Return of the Pulverizer?
Oh. Was it Monkey Brains? Was there? I'm trying because there was a different part of that too where it was all metalized versions of them too, and I'm trying to remember if there was like a conflict within the mythos of that.
Okay.
You're not saying yes, so I'm guessing I'm wrong on that.
And then say the answer.
Let's say Return of the Pulverizer Part 2.
See, I was thinking that too.
That's what my guess was going to be. Because
Yeah, it was the.
it gets
Well,
really
I
cool.
wanted to sit here and say, but I'm
That's
like,
what
I
was
don't
gonna-
know.
I kind of didn't even understood the question. I was trying to like rack my brain what the actual thing.
Our question was like, one of the stories in the comics conflicted with something in the episode. So the answer was Return of the Pulverizer, because in the I think it was the Free Comic Book Daily for the 2012 one, the
Nice.
story was told using has switched weapons, and saying that it was the first time, but then 2012 one it wasn't.
I'm playing games though.
Okay, all right. That's
Okay, so
gosh, these are great. I love how in depth these are.
yeah, I didn't really go all in with total knowledge. Some stuff which I didn't really know, but yeah, we're here. Okay, score set up. Okay, so question number 3. So a fan favorite version of the Turtles on this channel is the We Wish You a Turtle Christmas. But how many songs did they sing in the Christmas special? Was it 5, 6, 7, or 8 songs?
I want to go with
There's
6.
like
I think it's 6.
I want to go with 6.
there's a reprise, right? So is that a cheat kind of question, or is it like I'm gonna say 5, but I feel like I'm wrong.
Justin?
6. 6 seems good.
It was actually 8.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's like 3 off.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, yeah. It counts, right? Like, we weren't over. None of us was over. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if it was right either.
Plus, not going over. Price is Right rules. Come on.
Wow.
We
he just
got to
shredded
celebrate Bob
you.
Barker. Come on.
Shredded.
What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite song from there, by the way? Like, there were so many fun ones out of that. So I'm just kind of curious, A, if everybody's seen it, and then B, if they have favorite songs from there too.
Yeah, too many good songs from that show.
Ninja New Year?
Did you hear? The rap?
Yeah.
That's like one I suppressed out of my memory just so so that way it comes fresh for me every Christmas, so it's a new surprise each year. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I know you can watch it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time you watch it,
no one's gonna shut that down. No one's gonna be like, wait a minute, we have that copyrighted. Paramount's not gonna be like, wait a minute, not this one.
I was just hoping he wasn't
We're
going
gonna
to
put this
ask
on Paramount Plus.
I just hope he doesn't ask a lot of next mutation questions, because I'm gonna be like, oh man.
Next mutation, I haven't done anything for that one. Okay, so question number 4. So with the 2012 comics, they done quite a lot of stories, and quite a few of them were like 2-parters. But how many stories did actually make throughout the, I think it was 30 plus comics? Was it 25 stories, 28, 30, or 34?
Oh man, well this is tricky because there was also like the Panini ones that came out for 2012 too, wasn't there? So it's like,
Yes.
so are we looping that in because there's a brand new stories
No.
for that?
Well,
No,
no,
okay.
I won't really count them in this question, but overall, I would say yes, but not for this question.
30 issues of what series, though, are we talking about?
Yeah.
'Cause-
It was the New Animated Ventures and the Amazing Ventures.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Because I mean, we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures, and that went to 72. So that's a little bit different than what
But
I'm.
he's talking about the 2012, right?
Yes.
Just the
Oh,
2012.
2012. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
just the 2012 ones, and like I am trying like.
I'm gonna say 34 because I'm not sure if you're including the Batman ones, but I would say 34.
I mean
They should
that's
be included.
a good point. And also then again the other one the was like the Metal Mutanimals is also like a mini series from that. So that does that count also? Yeah, I mean 30. I'm gonna go with the 30 some, whatever that one was.
Same.
So watch
Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say about 32. Like,
32.
That was an option. But
I
okay.
just remember a majority of them are two-parters, and then you had the like the standalone stories with the two-parters, like, but and I believe some of those were also two-parters as well. I just recently read the entire run of the TMNT Adventures for 2012, so that's the only reason I have it like fresh in my mind. But I know,
Well, how was it? Don't keep us in suspense.
yeah.
It was 30.
Oh, it's 30. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Geekly gets a point, and Ethan does well.
Oh, are you keeping track? 'Cause I'm not keeping track of my points. I hope that's.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know if I was supposed to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
Someone be crowned world champion.
oh, nice.
I've been saving that since coronation. Okay, so number 5 one, and I think this one may throw a few people off because I'm the only one who actually know this one. But the 2003 comics, they got a short little run in the UK with the magazines. But how many magazines did they release for the 2003 show? And this one had the Fast Forward comics and the 2007 colored versions. Was it 11 issues, 12 issues, 13 issues, or 14 issues?
11 issues.
That's what I was going to go with. Is 11.
Yeah.
13, I think. I'm
going with 14. I'm going max.
Okay. This
was
is a
actually
blind
13.
guess. Oh, 13. Okay.
Yeah, online they only have the first 11 issues because people were collecting them for the for 2007 cover bits. But the issue 12 and 13 might be some of the rarest like comics ever published because basically no one really knows about them.
I
That's like
only
the,
seen the 11, so
That's like the end of the Adventures run where they did it, and it was just like Chris Allen and it was like done only in Russia, so you can only find those 2 issues, and they're bootlegs. So it's kind of tough to get those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Arseny did that. Worked with Jim Lawson, I think, and
Yep.
and yeah,
Lawson was I think he did a cover for him, and Alan did the art, and Steve Murphy did the writing on it, and they kind of kept it up, and it was funded out of state, so it was not exactly legal, but it was not exactly illegal. Yeah, but good luck finding them. So.
Okay, so for question number 6, again with the comics. Now, with the movies, they've released a number of movies, varying in quality, but they've also released a number of movie tie-in comics. But how many movie tie-in comics did they actually make? Was it 4, 5, 9, or 11?
So we're talking all movie iterations, right?
Yes.
yeah, is that what?
Yes.
All right, so I got to count in my head.
1990, Secret Use, Tales 3, 2014, Shadows, 2007.
I want to say 9. I'm going to go with 9.
That's where I'm at, 9, because I don't know if they made one for Mutant Mayhem, but I would imagine they did. So that's kind of where I'm at because you got those 2 Michael Bay movies to consider.
Right.
Did they do? I'm trying to think if they did comic adaptations of the Michael Bay stuff. Did they?
They must have.
I don't think they did, to be honest. But
I don't know that they did. So okay, tell me the options again. It was
4, 5, 9, 11.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was an option. So
I'm gonna go with 9.
4.
1, 2, 3.
Here's the thing, and here's where I'm getting tripped up. I don't remember if there was only for the 2007. I feel like there was multiple.
There was a whole series of it.
There was multiple for 2007, so that's why I went with 9.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 9 too. I think.
Okay. Whatever. Did you say what answer?
I said 9.
We're all correct.
Hey!
Yay! Do I get the point since I said it first?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that generous. Yeah.
You just followed me. I see how it is. I'm not gonna say any more right answers.
I'm telling you guys, he's secretly the shredder.
I know, exactly.
Maybe not.
But yeah,
So
there was
one of
like
those
5 issues of the 2007 movie. That's
Okay. So, question number 7. So, going back to the 2003 show, this one I feel like could throw a few people off, depending what the knowledge is. So, this one is to do crossovers. So, this show did do a variety of crossovers, and we are including the Toast Forever movie, but I just count that as one. So, how many crossovers did they do? Was it 2, 3, 4, or 5?
We're not counting the movie.
Oh, we are.
Oh yeah. So
you're counting Turtles Forever, right?
Yes, we're including that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to say the names in my head without saying them out loud. I think it was 5.
What you say? Crossover movies?
No, and crossovers. The 2003 Toast did.
like how many of the franchises got crossovers, or how many
No, like
episodes?
2003 Toast crossover with like Usagi Jimbo, other Toes, or other characters.
Okay, so I'm thinking of it differently. I was thinking of like what are the spin-off parts of that? Like if we're talking Back to the Sewers, or we're talking some of the other shows that
Right.
that keep.
Yeah, just talking about all 2003 like Toes crossover with like another franchise, something like that.
Okay.
So would that mean like for like the Forever movie, since they crossed over for both?
That would just be one.
87 and the comics, would that be like 2 crossovers? Like
I would just count Toes Forever as just one, just because.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Usagi Ojimbo.
So many points.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with 3.
And we're counting. There's.
Usagi counts as one, like in terms of all his crossovers he did.
We're saying direct crossover though, because there were some homages there that.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So okay. 1, 2, 3.
2012. The 2012 Turtles, they crossed over.
5. I say with 5.
Crossed over with.
I know that there's at least 5.
In the Mirage style.
I'm just trying to think of what
I can only think of.
I think they did. I think the other Turtles was.
No.
Are you even including the? I can't remember if the 2012 Turtles had the crossover for 2003.
No, they never did.
I can't remember because that episode was a lot. There was a lot in it, but yeah.
Okay, well the correct answer is 4.
Oh.
Can you name
I
them?
didn't answer. So like, all right.
Because I know
sorry.
Planet Racers, I know Usagi, and then I also know Turtles Forever. What's the 4th one?
Well, Turtles Forever, Usagi Jimbo. There's the Cowboys one in Fast Forward.
Blue Mesa. Okay.
Yeah, and one which I feel like not many people will know is that I think it's the episode Across the Known Universe when Raph is teamed up with the racer.
The Planet Racers.
Yeah, and that's also a crossover. It was created by Jim Lawson, Peter Laird.
Are we not counting Fugitoid?
Well, I wouldn't really say he's a crossover because he was more of a Toast character than.
Well, I mean, he started off in his own thing though.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in my head. That's where I'm telling you where I got my 5th. That's but whatever. Fine.
Look, if I can't get my point, you're not going to get your second point.
I'll take away a point for that, actually.
500 points deleted.
Yet he granted inspiration. Oh, that's good.
Okay, so moving on to question number 8. So with the 2003 show, there was quite a few episodes that were very dark and could borderline be cancelled and banned. And we've heard numerous stories about the episode Nightmares Recycled. But there was also one episode that was also banned for a short little while. Was it Dragon's Brew? Same as Never Was? Darkness Within? Nano?
Same as it never was.
Yeah, same as it never was.
It's Insane in the Membrane. That was the one that was banned.
Or no, what about like another one that was banned?
But like because there was Garbage Recycled that never got aired, and then Insane in the Membrane was the one banned. Everything else aired on US television.
This was a different episode that got banned for like a short little while.
Did we get it right, or should we still keep guessing?
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, we got it right. Okay.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, it was only
That was the only one I knew of because I knew there was one that didn't air, and I know you didn't say that name, so I was like, okay.
But Same as Never Was aired, like because it was part of a 5-part thing.
No, Same Never Was. It got like banned like afterwards. It
Yeah, they
just
took
didn't
it
get
off.
shown because of
Because of
dark
the,
it was.
what's that?
Oh, it got banned out. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. I got it.
You know, the funny thing with the Seven Never Was one, it's so weird, like because I know in America it got banned, but over here, I mean, I've got a TV recording of it, so. It's so
Oh
weird.
wow, yeah. Yeah, well, let's be honest. Over in Europe, you guys have weird Raphael pickle commercials too. So I don't know if you've seen them.
We actually never got that one actually.
With
Yeah,
the
no,
towel, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube and check out TMNT pickle commercial.
Boy.
Kids, ask your parents first.
Yeah, wait a minute. Be careful. Make sure that the safe start is on.
Yeah. And of course, it's rap.
Okay, so question number 9. So with the Last Ronin, it was a big success. Success, and with that, they had so many covers for it for all 5 episodes or issues. But how many covers did they make? Was it 178, 223, 231, or 240?
I don't even know how you
231.
How can you even quantify this with all of the ones that they're like, oh, well, this one's, like the Virgin cover of the same thing.
All right.
Right?
That's
Eric, you got this one?
I just want to know how people can count it.
Okay. Well, if you think there was almost over 80 for the first one, straight from the get-go.
Yeah.
And you also have to think, see, it could. Yeah, I guarantee you it could be about 240. Guarantee you could be about 240.
What were the options again, Teddy?
231.
It was 178. 107. And where is it? 178, 223, 231, or 240?
I want to go with 231.
Yeah.
But there's probably some ones that you don't have listed.
I'll say
I'm
240.
just gonna go with you know what?
240.
I'm just gonna go with 240. Just I mean, just because I know there's an insane amount and I can't count them, so I'm just gonna go with the highest.
This is Eric's forte, but I'm gonna go 240 because I don't know how you're counting them all. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, I don't know. I have like so many. I don't have that many, but
I have a box sitting over here with some of them. One of them's behind me right now.
Can we take a second to just applaud Teddy for counting them all in the first place? That's really
like, do we count the like the like the blank covers?
That's one.
Well, that's one, but that's issue 3.
I mean, you could go easily 240 hands down. You can easily go 240 because if you think there's 80 different covers for the first issue. There's around 30 some for the second one. There's over 40 of them for the third one.
Yeah.
And don't forget, like they still reprint like at least the first one. I still in my comic book store, I'm still seeing like oh hey, get this one for $1.
Isn't it crazy how the fifth reprint became like really coveted too? You're like,
Right.
what? No, Ashley, 140 is too low.
Are we even including the ash can too?
Well, I was going off by the 12 blog. I couldn't be asked going to count all them by image, so I looked through the 12 blog page and counted them all up there.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
So, and was everyone's final answer?
I'm gonna go with 240 just
240.
because.
SpeekyGeeky?
Yeah, I'll get 240 for me. I think.
Wait a second, I can check.
I say, with a shrug, I 240.
I dug quite a few of rare ones out myself. I did.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, you are all wrong. According to the 12 blog thing, it was 231.
Yep.
Okay.
How
all right.
That's exactly what I thought.
Okay.
I'm happy to be wrong with,
I mean, it could be
with
wrong
everybody
just
else.
because
That was my
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
answer.
there's somebody coming out and all that.
Like, I just didn't have time to go grab my abacus and
Yeah, you're advocate.
Always an excuse.
But that's I'm so excited. I mean, that makes me so excited that there's that many covers to begin with. That's
Right.
that's a lot of love. So
that is
Yeah.
a lot of love.
There's
yeah.
also metal versions of the covers too, so it's
Gold
like
medals,
gold. Yeah,
platinum
so it's like-
medals.
that's the world we live in.
I mean, to be honest, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually a total of 500, and someone's like, they're like, hold on, let me show it to you. I mean, all 1,000 covers here. You guys didn't count this one. You didn't count this one.
I mean, did they have one of the blank covers? So that,
I want to see a comment, someone going, actually, and they have a link to it.
Right,
Like, oh,
right,
okay.
exactly. Yeah. Someone actually made a wiki page of all the covers, and it's like, excuse me, should have gone with this one.
Rich Horn has one actually. He's got the TMNT archive, so it should actually have all of them. So
I don't think he has. I don't know if he has the King Kuka medals because there's 3 different versions of the medals because there's the 5 of 5 and there's the 10 of 10 and then there's the 2 of 2 and then the 1 of 1s.
we're nerds, guys. It's
Nerds.
We all are.
I'm going to tell you, man. When it comes to the Ronins,
How dare you?
I
say
said
that? How
231
dare
straight from the get go because that's the number that I remember. But I guarantee you, there's more than 231.
I pulled out all my reference books for this. I'm like, I got stuff for toys. I got stuff for all kinds of stuff, but then you're asking questions about the 2003 series, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot more iffy ones, but
Yeah.
might screw a lot more people up.
It's okay.
Well, unfortunately, Geekily has to leave, so yeah. Okay, so going on to the next one. Where was we? Okay, so going over to the comics with crossovers. Now, with crossovers, they've done one-shots and also done miniseries. But how many miniseries have they done? Is it 5? Is it 9, 12, or 15?
for which
It's still
series?
counting. as
Friday
we
W?
speak, they announced another miniseries. I'm telling you right now.
Miniseries crossover. All right.
Yeah,
Friday
you also
W?
had to go back to the 80s and 90s. It was interesting to see what ones they made a series out of.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, there's
I
some
got
fun.
5 off the jump. What are our options?
The options are 5, 9, 12, or 15.
Okay, so this is for IDW. Yeah.
No. No, this is all the crossovers they've done, like from Raj.
Oh God, I'm gonna go max on this one because there's so much. I mean,
15 seems low. But I'll say 15.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, if this is is a miniseries is body count a miniseries? It's like that's the question because
no, it's talking
It's
about
a
like
crossover.
crossovers.
Crossovers.
okay, so crossover.
Crossover. So you're talking like
We're saying crossovers.
Viking
Yeah,
Heroes, right?
crossover miniseries.
Viking Heroes.
Oh.
What about Grim Jack?
Mhm.
But that's a
They've
one
done
shot.
miniseries.
See, that's a one shot. So
Okay,
that's
so the one shot, just like the X Files was like a one shot.
just
I'm
like
talking about like
Savage,
miniseries.
Savage Dragon was a one shot.
Yeah.
But then he was also in the Urban Legends stuff too. So it's like
I wasn't counting that just because that's not really like its own
Okay.
series. It's
I was thinking about the Urban Legends, but
Fortis is in there. There's a lot of
Silverance, yeah.
You got
But Silverance
Turtles
was part of the regular series, and it wasn't a it wasn't a mini series.
No,
Man,
he's talking about crossovers.
That's a
I'm
great
thinking
question, though.
miniseries, period.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna throw out 9. Like that's what I think. I'm like 100% sure I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
I was kind of thinking the same thing because I come up with 5 from IDW, and that's if we're counting 2 of them at the same time. I know there could have been that Masters of the Universe crossover, but then you think about it, we've also got Batman. There's 3 of those, so that takes us to 8.
Oh, there's 4. I'm sorry, there's 4 Batman. I forgot about the animated one.
Yep, that's animated with the Batman. So that's 9 right there. But that doesn't include Viking Heroes, which had two issues, which could be that. So you said the next option is 15?
There's 12 and 15.
All right, I'll go 12. I'll say 12 because I'm not sure what counts.
I'm gonna stick with 15. I'm just gonna go with 15.
Right. I'm gonna. Well, okay. Are we also talking toys? Are we also talking other things, or just the comics?
It's just the comics.
Okay.
Just
the miniseries.
Ghostbusters, because you got to think Turtles and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, you're right. So that
Stranger Things.
And what about
15?
I'm going 15. That's my final answer.
Are we saying do cameos count too, or just like full on like for Equine, for example, right?
Like full on miniseries.
Okay.
Good pickup, by the way, at the Batman TMNT Adventures. I completely forgot that, and I have a blank for John to sign. So when I see him next month, so
nice.
I'm gonna say 15. It still feels low to me. So I'm going to say 15.
Okay. Right. Was everyone's final answer? No, SpeekyGeeky was 15. Eric was 15. Justin.
15.
Okay.
And I said 9.
Unfortunately, you're all wrong. It was 12.
Okay.
See, I will say I was like not double counting. But
yeah, and there was also Flame Carrot.
Yeah, Flame Carrot in the Mystery Men, right?
Was that a miniseries though? I thought it was just an appearance.
No. I think it's like 3 or 4 issues.
A series of comics.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Okay,
but you should also be counting Viking Heroes because that's 2 issues.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That is.
Well, then we have 13.
Okay, you're losing the point now.
Well, let's.
What about Creed?
Usagi Yojimbo. So we got Usagi Yojimbo 2 times, right?
Usagi Yojimbo only did it once. That was the Where When.
Because you got that's Where When, but then you've got the other one, which would have been. Or does that count as a single issue because it's just Leonardo in the one issue?
Well, no. Tales of Running crossover the miniseries once. The only other time they sort of done sort of miniseries was in the Mirage Usagi Yojimbo, but that was in his series. So
okay,
I don't really say.
So technically just the Where When. Now you've got Stranger Things. You've got Power Rangers. Are you counting Power Rangers once or twice? Because Power Rangers.
Yeah, because Batman has got like 3 of them.
Batman Adventures. That's already 10. Then you've got Viking Heroes. Did I say Stranger Things yet? Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And then you've got
Ghostbusters,
and Street Fighter. So
Street Fighter.
I'm pretty sure I'm miscounted somewhere, but
it's
a lot.
It's definitely a lot. Like when you get to the nitty gritty, like all these are going to be like objectionable, to be honest. Like when it comes down to it, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's been a long day.
Could we count number 15 as the Turtles crossing over with the Mighty Mutanimals in Turtles Adventures?
Yeah, it should be.
That's the cheapest answer ever.
Yeah,
I feel like Slime even saying that. That's not true. So it's like they're the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, moving back over to the UK side of things, with the Fast Forward, they did make an exclusive Ninja Turtle toy for it. Was it either Raph, Leo, Don, or Mikey?
Repeat one more time. Sorry.
So in the Fast Forward line, they made a UK exclusive, which was a Secret Service turtle. But was it Raph, Leo, Don, or Mikey?
Sorry, I'm
I
gonna
know,
go
I
ref.
know it wasn't. I know it wasn't Leo. I'll just say that because Jim Lee never got his Leo turtle, so that's my vote on this one.
Uh,
Well, to make
I'm
it
gonna
even
go with
hard,
Don. I'm gonna go with Donnie.
okay, well, to make it
I
even
pass.
harder,
It's total
all the
guess.
turtles were actually made as figures, but only one was ever released, and that one was released in the UK.
I think
wanna
you guys
say
like
Raph.
Michelangelo over there. I don't know.
See, I was thinking about Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey, because I know Mikey was, he was he was kind of somewhat the main focus in some of the fast forward ones, with him being the champion and stuff.
Him and his laser pony racers, right? Yeah.
SpeekyGeeky?
Go with Mikey.
I'm gonna say Raph. I'm gonna say Raph for this one.
Okay, well, Jason, you was wondering, and you were correct.
Donnie!
Woohoo! I totally knew it from the start. No, I just totally guessed. You just said like
sure.
secret
Roll the dice.
agent,
I
and
did.
I just thought of like
I
undercover Donnie.
guessed. I fully guessed because I had no clue. So
Okay,
Are you telling me you weren't in the UK buying that figure?
I never got that one. I mean, there was 12 ones for 2007 movie. They made like these monsters, which I got those, but I'd never
The
seen
Dark
that Don
Turtles?
Tiller before.
Can I say one thing too? By the way, because I just found this out the other day and I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
The fish face was there's also a UK variant of fish face where he had the scale tail coloring to it, which was a fun nod and like a deep dive nod to it because it was based off of the outside mechanical piece to it that came with fish
Was it
face.
like yellow?
It was like green and yellow. It was coloring,
I
and
got
it was
that.
like it was like off of the original concept, which was Scalian, which ended up being. Anyways, whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but I got that.
fun fact: his accessory was actually chips, so he was fish face and chips.
Okay, so going back to
I may be going down, but I'm going down in flames. So
okay, so with the 2012 show, Karai was a big main focus on the show, and throughout the show, she did a variety of different performances. There was one with her being human. There was also her as being a mutant. But also during the time where she was a mutant, she wasn't speaking. But how many episodes did Kelly Hu voice Karai in? Was it 29, 31, 35, or 40?
How many episodes? Can I ask how many episodes the 2012 series had, just so I can?
It was 120.
124. I have.
Thank you. All right, from there I'm gonna try to guesstimate.
Man. Yeah, you said that she didn't say anything in a couple of the episodes whenever she was a mutant. Yeah, because I remember some of those episodes where she wasn't. Because I remember one part where she finally went into the water. She didn't say too much in that one.
I feel like 31 is the way to go. That's what I'm gonna go with.
What's the numbers again?
Yeah.
It was 20. Get them up. 29, 31, 35, 40.
I'm going with 35.
Yeah,
I'm going also with 35.
It's a guess, but
35 sounds.
I do remember a couple episodes where she didn't speak at all when she was a snake.
Right.
And
She
I
was
thought that's where you were going. It seemed like you were setting that question up to be like, what mutant did she turn into? And you're like, no,
exactly. It's like, oh, wait.
That's what I was hoping for.
like, oh, I got this
Well,
one.
it is
No,
everyone.
Dylan.
Well, Justin, you got it correct. It was 31.
Oh, nice. 31. Okay.
Woo-hoo.
I know the 2012 one, so I'm like,
I know that now this guy right here, this is my cheat code for 2012.
oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay. He's over there Fortniting right now. Yeah.
I have a cheat code for Mutant Mayhem. He's playing with his ball right now.
Okay, so I want to give a little score update. This might bring out a bit more competition. So currently, SpeekyGeeky has 6 points. Jason has 3. Justin has 4, and Ethan has 3.
I have no idea how I have 4, but that's
3?
fine.
I got 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, woohoo!
We're going streaking.
3 club. Yeah, that's
Okay. Okay, so moving back over to 2003 show. So 2003 has had a variety of different openings. and there was a few in the early seasons. But Fast Forward and Back to Sewers did have a few different alterations in terms of the animation. But how many intros did they have? Was it 5, 6, 7, or 8?
For total, or just
yes.
for
Wow.
total
of all across the board for 2003?
Yes.
Okay.
And keep in mind that Fast Forward and Back to Sewers did have 2 openings, well, same song but different animation.
8 then.
I think it's 6.
5. I'm going with 5. Did you have 5, right?
So they had
yes.
7. They had 7 seasons. So
They had 7 seasons, yeah.
So 6 would mean that they didn't change it for 2 seasons, but I think that they did. The max is what, 9?
I know the fast forward was definitely.
Was 9 the most? Because then 9 is my answer. Whatever's the most is my answer.
That's just kind of what I'm reasoning, because I think Fast Forward ended up having at least 2, and then if they change anything else, I'm just thinking like Donatello would. So I'm going to say 9.
Okay. Was everyone's final guess?
Mine is 6.
9.
9. Yeah, 9. If 9 is the largest, then 9. I think.
Yep. SpeekyGeeky and Justin, you got a point. Because,
boy!
because
the first 2 seasons,
first
they
3
never
seasons.
changed it. But then, season 3, they changed it 3 times. And then after that, it changed to 4. What's the Flash Forward? Then about
knowing Teddy, I knew there had to be a trick in there, because with the animation changing, because I wouldn't have thought that was a different intro, but sure enough,
Yeah, the first 3 seasons had the same intro. Then season 4 had 2 intros. The first one where it was actually, no, I'm just thinking there could have actually been 8 actually, just because season 4 had 3 different intros. There's one where was one without the shredder, then there was one with the shredder, and then there's one where it changed the opening bit where it tells Raph came in the new truck, and then Fast Forward had the first one, which everyone knows. But however, when they first started airing it, they were using the animation which I was using for the actual episodes. And Back to Sewers, they had same one, but then they changed up to have nice animation, but then they never actually used that animation ever again.
Ashley, you were guessing 5. And I was just looking at all these commenters here. You got some loyalists here. So shout out to Ashley, who's been with us from the beginning of this stream, and Reaction Gaming Hub and Scourge Animations.
Yeah,
man, they're on it.
Yeah, hey.
Where's that at?
The pun?
I mean, he's naming off all these names. Is that on Epic?
No, I just see it on the restream.
Yeah, I see it on the restream too. I see it on the side right there.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, so going over to figures now, in terms of the basic figures for 2012 show, how many figures did Donnie get? Was it 18, 25, 30, or 36?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
2012. Wow.
A lot.
It's got to be a lot. Yeah.
I mean, you're making me. I'm gonna have to go through my collection now, and
I know exactly.
I just thinking.
Yeah. But then it's like on the one hand it's a lot. I'm like, on the other hand I'm like, that means I had that many Donnies.
It's like you got Donnie doing a cartwheel. You got 18-inch Donnie with the mech stuff on him. You got Donnie that comes with the shell stuff. So
the thing is, Mikey actually has more, because Mikey has the unique costumes that.
Oh yeah, it's Toad Flartle, Savage Mikey.
Yeah.
What about Undercover Donnie?
Turtlefly. Yeah.
Because I would think Donnie has the same amount as Leo and Raph. Mikey is the one that he got.
Leo and Raph got.
If you think about it, what about the first turtle, which was Michelangelo? That's Mike. I mean, he should have the most, like you said.
No, because
but he's saying just 2012.
Yeah. Just 2012.
Just 2012.
Yeah, just 2012 Donnie figures.
Oh, are we counting the short
36 or less.
Short run stuff too?
I want to go with 30. Is it 31 of them?
31, I think he said.
Is that the highest?
The options were
Because there's
18,
wrestlers.
25, 30, or 36.
I'm going with 35.
Well, that's
I'm
not
going
a,
with 36.
36.
So
36.
20
Yeah.
is 20 something 35 or 25 and 36.
I say
25,
we got
30.
four of us. We got four of us. We got a Leo, a Don, a Raph, and a Mikey. So we can all choose the same. And we all go together at 36.
Yeah. We all get the crown.
Yeah, 36 sounds right. I'll say 36.
That's a lot.
It was actually 25.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And do keep in mind, there's also like loads of other like variants as well. Like there's also like you mix and match stuff, hostile heroes, and but I can never actually include all that in there. So
Oh, okay.
I
We
got a question.
outsmarted
Did you
ourselves.
include the Mirage ones, even though they
You're
were
right.
in that line, but they were not like. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I
made that
actually
list
had
a
the
few
whole.
weeks
I got all
ago.
four of those.
Oh, okay.
I may include it, I may not. It's very late here. Please don't give me more work to do.
But you got to remember, like those first turtles, they got like reissued like 3 times because they had the pupils, and then like they got like different colored weapons. I mean, they like that. That's why I went high with that one. Just because.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about the different sizes too. And it's like you've got cartwheel Don, you've got Don that's 18 inches, Don that's like speaking Don, like all this kind of crazy stuff.
You got the one like where you hold her leg and he goes hi yeah.
That one gave me nightmares.
Imagine what it sounds like now after these years where it's like warped a little bit,
Yeah, and like, and I don't know if you can like change the battery or not, and like so you have like you're stuck with the and also who comes with those watch batteries, the LVR, who has those? My freaking child toy. Like it was like batteries not included, and it was like those small watch. I'm like, who buys these? Wait a minute, why you you're making me now pay more money so I can get annoyed with Baby Shark singing.
I wonder what experience I had when one of the speaking ones. I had the shredder one in the bit of a car. I was driving. It was a bumpy road. All you can hear was
I have the talking Don that was like maybe 10 inches or something like that from that series, and he has like some mech stuff on him. It's a really cool looking figure, and he had that button battery in him. I actually took it out and I replaced it, so I was like, all right, cool. He didn't have anything good to say though, so well, I love you, April. It's just like
he was telling you his like 26-point plan, right, to get April.
And the Ice Cream Kitty song, he accomplished it, right? I mean, that's is that canon? I don't know.
Yeah, apparently that's canon according to Rob Paulson.
This guy.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's so cool.
My friend Josue from Underground Dojo.
Nice.
So he's coming with us to Granite State.
Wow. Okay, so moving on to more 2012 stuff. So throughout the show, there was a lot of multi-part episodes. But how many 2-part episodes did they have? Was it 5, 6, 7, or 8?
Which show?
I think it's 5.
2012 show.
Yeah, 2-part episodes.
Yes, like multiple episodes.
Yeah, it's I'm around 5 on that one.
Well,
I think it's 5.
Well,
I got 3 from the top.
Wait. Does Tails count? Because like Tails, that whole
that's
season
what I was curious about.
Well, yeah, or Tails. I mean, or some of them like were like continuing episodes, but like only a few of them actually had title as multi-part ones. So like, even though the Halloween one was technically a 4-part story, it wasn't technically like listed like title wasn't like part 1 or something like that.
So Savanti's stuff would be counted as 1, and then
no, it's one stuff. I'm not really including that one just because it didn't have it in title like part 1.
So that also means like the last team up would also be or in Carmageddon would also be separate, because even though they aired it originally on Nickelodeon as one episode, they are separate titled, like when it came to DVD, right?
That's why I'm going lower, guys.
I'm doing all these technical stuff.
Yeah. That's why I'm going lower. That's why I think of 5. I think of like when the turtles are going into space and the Triceratons trying to destroy the world and all that. That's a two-parter, but there's not a lot of two-parters, you know.
Well, the actual correct answer was 7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Yeah, because the first 3 seasons had 2.
None of us knew anyway. So
For the first season,
I didn't get the answer. I'm just saying.
Even say.
I was getting 2. I was because I counted 5 in my fingers. Then he said the answer.
Well, okay. So was 7 the highest answer?
Highest? No, it's actually 8 was highest.
Oh, 8 was highest. Okay,
yeah,
I would have
the first 3 seasons had 2-part episodes or two-part episodes, and then season 5 had 1-part episode, which was the one with Mona Lisa.
Yeah, because Tales had Worlds Collide, and then there was Rise of the Turtles. There was the I'm trying to remember the other ones now.
Invasion Showdown.
Invasion Showdown.
Manhattan Project. Battle for New York.
We're talking Turtles, Squishy Cannon, the Turtle Man 69. We're talking Turtles, which 2012 or how many 2-part episodes were in the 2012 Turtle series?
Mm-hmm.
That is a good question, but it's also like you got to think, how is it qualified? Because
like he included Wormquake, but that also had 2 separate titles when it came to not on DVD, but when it came on airing, it had 2 separate titles on the reruns and on Nicktoons.
Yeah, I'm with him. I'm a 2012 guy. I know Teddy's a big 2003 guy. My question for you guys is, who had the better episode with Savanti Ramiro, and Renee? Do you like the 2003 version better than the 2012 version? Which one resonates with you?
Oh man, you can't do
it's
that.
Tough, right?
They're great. They're all both fantastic.
They're both fantastic. Only reason I'm giving the edge to 2003 because 2003 introduced me to Savanti Ramiro. Sure. Then I found out about him in the comics, and then so that's why I'm giving it to the edge to 2003. Just because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have known who he is, and then because then when he came in 2012, I was like, I know who this guy is.
I'm actually like complete opposite. I know that it might shock people, but 2003, I remember watching I only saw the one where we went back to the dinosaur episode. That was the one which I got introduced to. That didn't really know names growing up, but it was. But I would say give it to 2012. But it's not really because of Renette and Savanti Ramiro, but it's because the episode that followed after them, the one where I went to saw Human Splinter, that's the one which makes me want to push over the edge because of the time travel stuff. But I don't know if that really counts.
It counts if you like it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'll say this: the 2003 one was scary. Like it had like some fear elements and I mean like skeletons and stuff like that. So it's like, but like the animation and everything with was it the Time Lord? What was his name? Like Lord
Simultaneous.
Lord Simultaneous. That in the 2012 was awesome. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good question. That's like asking someone their favorite episode of The Twilight Zone. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, but what I'm hearing though is there's a lot of love for Savanti, which is exciting to me. This has always been one of my favorite too. It's
He's finally getting it. That 2003 series was the first time he got his figure, and now he's finally getting one from NECA.
Yeah.
Oh, so stoked for that.
Me too. I'm very happy about that one.
Okay, we'll go into Mutant Mayhem now, and this one may be a bit of a memory loss one. But when did the first designs get leaked? Was it and just going by the month? So was it January, February, March, or April?
I want to say March.
With the first turtle designs?
Yes. So the ones with like Leo the braces.
It was them on the rooftop eating pizza.
Yeah, the one with the rooftop eating pizza and everything.
I want to say March.
I thought it was even early. I thought it was like because I remember we had those images on our social media before Viacom pulled it down back in 2022.
Yep. Yeah, it was 2022.
Because I want to say back in August, before even the title was even revealed, that we had those leaked images, and then back in I want to say February was when Viacom wrote me that sternly email that I can't share any more stuff because I posted their snacks photo, which was not a leak.
The ones from the little pea pods and all that.
Yeah, the pedo snack. Yeah, like I got a email from like Viacom, and like they're telling me I had to take that. I could either take it down voluntarily or they'll force to take it down, and like it was a mess. But hey, they know who we are now.
That's a mixed blade, isn't it? You know, like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
They know you, but now they can see you.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay, was everyone's final guess?
What do you think, Eric?
What was the question again?
I want to say March. That's where I'm at. I know it was around the time when the Ronin was going, and I remember Ben Bishop stating that Seth Rogen was following him.
Oh, okay, all right. And he got.
I'm going with February.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This whole year has been an absolute blur. So I mean, it's hard for me. I didn't know
Right.
I have no idea. February. I'll say February.
Okay, well, Jason, SpeekyGeeky, you got correct.
Woohoo!
They came out on the 16th
I think it was
of February.
earlier than that. I think it was.
When was it?
16th of February.
February. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yeah,
I'm glad I answered quickly.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, so this one's an iffy one. How many 2012 figures got cancelled? Was it 6, 9, 12, or 15?
Muckman's not canceled because he actually got released.
And which one?
12.
No, I was saying to Justin. What you're saying? Which one was released? The
Muckman.
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 And I technically I think wasn't Ice Cream Kitty and the other thing that didn't they come with Muckman, or was that there was another 3-pack too? Okay.
No, the 3-pack got canceled. The 2 3-packs got canceled, but Muckman did get released. He actually had a carded release, but then Playmates also gave it to people who did that. If you remember, they had that pizza rewards. Because that's how I got it, was through the pizza rewards. But like I was just throwing that out there. What was the numbers again? Sorry.
6 was one of them. I think 15 was the cap, so it's like between 6 and 15.
6, 9, 12, and 15.
I'm gonna go with 9.
Are we counting the 3-pack as a one thing, or are we counting it as 3 different figures?
And let me quickly just. I can actually find out the answer for that one if I'll answer this one. I believe I counted them as separate characters. I'm pretty sure, but I'll quickly just double check.
Interesting.
It's like Dr. Cluckenstein and so
I think Monkey Brains was also part of that.
Oh my goodness.
Dr. Rockwell had one.
Right. He had an actual figure. But there was another small character that was supposed to be coming out, and I thought there was supposed to be that the Mikey toy, but it wasn't technically a toy. It was the car thing that was like part of the other.
But I don't think that was Playmates. That was
Was it Hot Wheels?
No, I'm sorry. That was Playmates. Yes, but the small car. It was the big-headed Don. That was the one I was looking forward to, and they never I remember
released it. Yeah.
Where's my Cuddly the cowlick?
That was the only one I wanted, and like they didn't release that one. So I was like,
oh yeah. No, what I'm talking about. So I was counting the 3-pack as 3 individual ones.
Okay.
Just make it a bit more fun.
I'm going with 12, and it's just an educated guess, but I'm not in that world as much as these gentlemen. So
since the 3-packs are now counted as individual ones, I'm going with 12 now.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, right. So that would be 6 plus. Yeah, it's 12. 12. I mean, I know at least 3 others. So
yeah.
Eric,
9.
Well, you got correct.
Well, congratulations, sir.
I should have changed my answer.
Heck yeah, great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Squishy Cannon.
The ones that was
There's a zombie shredder.
To come out.
Right?
There was the undead
Dragon.
shredder, Romero, Zog, Spike, Mutant Kitty, and Dr. Clockenworth, the Creep, Crane Prime, and Botroid.
We never got the creep, man. We deserve the creep.
We deserve
the zombie
there's
shredder
a fan,
too.
There's a fan that made the creep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get my son to go to bed. He's going to bed right now.
Yeah, mine is in the room, like on the floor. You know what? No, I'm gonna show this people.
He's like, ask more Mutant Mayhem questions.
Okay, we're going over to 2003 side.
So happy to hear, by the way.
With the figures, they did have quite a few.
Aww.
Very cute.
So with the 2003 line, we also are including the fast forward line. But how many figures got cancelled from the fast forward and 2003 line? Was it 15, 20, 25, or 29?
I'm gonna go with 25 because there was a lot. There was like,
man.
Are you also counting Back to the Sewer as well?
Well, Back to the Sewer's never had toys.
Well, because I meant like that whole line was canceled, like because Playmates had plans to make Back to the Sewers, so
we count that whole.
We're also doing the 2003 ones in fast forward, just to make it somewhat simpler.
Okay, so
So what was it? 15. First of all, I want to like start a campaign to get them released, but it was 2025. Is that was the 15, 25? What was it?
15, 20, 25, 29.
I don't know that there's that many characters in Fast Forward. You know.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many were actually cancelled.
It was a lot of like variants of the turtles too.
Did they make a Cody figure? And yeah,
Yep.
They made a Cody. They made a Cody. I don't think they made one with the Goongala robot, but
yeah. What about the Butler? And
I don't. They never did. Sterling. No, Sterling had an action figure. Sterling had an action figure. He did.
They were gonna make one of that like the guy who was like the police officer character. They were gonna make
hello. Yeah, the Sean Schimmel, whatever his characters was.
Mm-hmm. The blue girl whose name is I'm blanking on.
Starly.
Starly, who we talked about before. Yeah, I should have remembered that. But yeah, no, she was. They were going to make one of her too, right? They didn't. Yeah. They ended up not doing that one. So I'm just trying to.
They had showed off like so many of them. Like there was variants of like turtles, some other characters, some new characters. But then 2003 also had like a few that was.
Shinakanobo. Were they going to do a Shinakanobo? Am I saying the name wrong? Probably.
Shikanobo.
That sounds correct to me.
Yeah, I feel like they were going to do that when they released the other. Like it was supposed to come out with the rest of those.
Shikanobo was released as well as like Viral and Jammerhead.
Was it Sliver then? That wasn't. That was like
maybe.
Maybe. I'm going to say 25. I'm going to say 25.
I'm going to go with 20. I think it's 20, especially like since you're not including the Back to the Sewer ones.
You just can't.
I don't know. So I mean, anything I pick would be arbitrary. So
yeah.
That's not going to make me the best turtle fan, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to not guess. Yeah.
Well, the answer was 25.
Okay.
So
right.
The fast forward ones, we had a wrestling Raph, gaming Mikey, a spacesuit Mikey, a Donatello, a warrior Leonardo, Sugarnobu Splinter, Triple Threat, Constable Biggles, President Bishop, Ishiwashu Gungeon, and Starly. And for the 2003 one, they was going to do like the other Foot Mystics, Pearl Dragon Leader, some old Turtles variants like Firefighters.
And Jen, weren't they going to do? Or they did a Jen. They did the Jen. It was like the action feature that makes him go limp, basically.
He's like $250 if you try to find him online right now. You know.
Oh wow.
I was looking for him every day when that show came out. I was like, oh, I'm finally gonna have a Jen, and it's like impossible to find. Yeah.
Yeah, I never found Jen. Or again, whatever his name is.
Right.
The one that I really wanted was Shredder Karai, and I never found it. I mean, she's going for like $100 on eBay.
Yeah, I think there's like a lot of ones which like I wanted like from childhood, like Nobody, Agent Bishop, and all that. I mean, one thing which I'm always really confused about. Have you seen like the boxes where had like DVDs on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what episodes were on them, because I know you've like is this like one episode or like is this like an episode, but I don't know if it like comes with like other episodes or not.
So it came with one episode. Like the one I had was the one with the superhero. I can't remember his name now.
Silver
Sentry.
Silver Sentry.
Yeah, and his came with like his episode DVD from season 1. And then I think that's the only one I got for DVD wise. And I know each turtle came with the DVD. I don't know, and I think like Leo came with like I think it was like the first 4 episodes for them. But it was only just like one episode. It was like your like most basic DVD. Like if you ever got a DVD from a cereal box, that's like the same DVD you got.
Well, I know that I did make like 2 episode DVDs. I know I did one with like Shredder Strikes. Yeah, I've always been so fascinated by those DVDs, but
I gotta say too, you're the people on the side here who are asking fantastic questions too.
Yes.
Sorry, we're not able to answer all the questions, but I kind of want to go through.
I wonder if they know that Raph was combined in the 3rd Batman crossover with Red Hood, so with Jason Todd. So that kind of answers that. They can have that internal struggle.
That's right.
So those are great too.
Okay, so next one, which maybe another iffy one, but how many comics have they released this year? 38, 41, 46, or 52?
Oh God!
Oh my God!
It's a lot. I mean, they've got the different. I mean, we're talking all of Armageddon.
Are we talking like if we're doing like this year? Like, are we talking about like the whole series? Like, are we counting each individual for the series, or each series, or
just like doing the individual issues?
Oh my God! This
like all the miniseries too, and like the Saturday morning cartoon stuff, adventures. I'm the highest number there probably, and there's been a ton. So.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can go with is the highest number because I mean
52. Yeah.
I gotta go 52 as well.
Because you get the IDW, Lost Years.
Crossover, Street Fighter, Power Rangers.
Street Fighter, yeah. Was Power Rangers released this year? I thought it was finished.
It was.
The 4 issues were released this year.
Okay.
Power Rangers.
Did you guys get this one? Splintered Fate.
Yeah.
Splinter Fate. Yep.
Splinter Fate. Yeah. I actually didn't know they actually made a physical version of that.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't either, but they included it in my pull list, and I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah,
but
it's
also
not the best issue.
Free comic book day too.
I didn't read it.
There's free comic book day as well. Like even though those were like re-releases, but you know,
free comic book day. But then you also have they just released the Karai collection. There was a Baxter Stockman collection.
I wasn't including the best of ones just because like they're just reprints. I was including like brand new stories.
Then the answer is definitely 52 plus. So.
Well, the answer is actually 41.
41, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
next. By 11 issues, guys, come on.
I don't accept.
What kind of fans are we? Everyone's gonna like unsubscribe from everything.
It's his show, man. It's like
these guys are fakes.
Oh, and you call yourself fans.
41 issues came out from January to now.
I was just thinking, I bought them all, but I've bought multiple covers of every one of these. Like I get the A and the B cover of the IDW, and I just bought like 5 covers of the Stranger Things issue 2. So I'm like, man, I'm lost here because I got so many.
I feel like there should be an answer to that's like, a lot, but never enough, right? I mean, it's like,
guys, I'll share this with you. I did hear a little rumor that somebody put this in my ear that they're potentially going to end the series at issue 150 for IDW. I don't know the validity of that, but at least they got it in my head, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
Oh, no, I've heard something about that as well. like Silicon Bells, I think she's ended her run at 150, and she was talking to like those fans and saying that there's new creatine coming on afterwards.
Yeah, because they just got Gavin Smith on, and I think he was supposed to do at least like a 7-issue run or something along those lines. We had Farrell Pay on the show, and he was the one who did a couple right before it and a bunch of Armageddon game. But I mean, I wonder if that means Tom Waltz is going to come back, or if they're going to go with someone else. Maybe we'll get some more Mateus Santaluco. I don't know.
Hey,
Oh, that's
maybe.
Would that be cool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Everything for this franchise, nothing surprises me anymore.
I just want to go on record to saying this is the first time that the Turtles have been this far away from fighting the Shredder and beating the Shredder that it's all new territory. And this is the first time. So I'm actually kind of excited. If they want to do another thing like the Battle of the Bands with Jenica versus Bebop and Rocksteady, I am here for it. Like let's do some more of that cool stuff. And we've still got Saturday Morning Adventures. You've got versus Street Fighter. This is the golden age right now. There's never been more Turtles. They're like Deadpool or Wolverine. They're in every book.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say something that I know people can disagree with me, but I have to say that this might be like one of the worst times to be a Turtle fan, really, just because I think it's like they're in too much.
No.
That's a valid
point.
He's got a valid point. It's brand dilution to a sense, but it's not like Marvel where there's a new show or a new movie coming out and it's like we get bombarded with this stuff. Now it's like once a month you go and get a comic book. You don't have to read Turtles versus Usagi Yojimbo. You don't have to, but it's like, all right, you just finished up the last Ronin in the Lost Years. You don't have to read that either. So I would disagree because it's like I know a lot of people who are not reading the IDW series, but they're reading Lost Years or they're reading Saturday Morning. So I think it's good time to be selective. But
I'm with you 100% there because because there's a lot of people can because we have stuff for like every age, every fandom that's doing something at this current moment that just like, so if you want to get into everything, yes, it's a lot. But if you want to if I just want to do this part, you have the chances because it's not like, oh, if I don't read Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter, I'm going to be lost during Mutant Mayhem. You don't have like that with it. So I think more is better only just because you just apply to different people.
Yeah, you don't have to exactly. You don't have to get everything. You can if you want to, but it allows those options for folks to be able to connect in with those whatever appeals to them the most. And there are so many different possibilities.
Have you all read this yet?
Oh yeah. I saw that came in. That came out a while ago too, right? They just printed it now though. Yeah,
that was something that we definitely want to point out to you guys because that's if you like the Mirage stuff, Casey Jones' Amnesiacs. Wow, that was so cool! Such a cool read.
Yeah, it was definitely good. I'm looking forward to issue 2.
But you guys, we also have Ninja Turtles downloadable content coming out for Shredder's Revenge in less than a week.
Oh yeah,
I will be streaming.
I mean, my point was saying if you look at the games. When Injustice 2 came out, that was a very big special moment because there hadn't been anything before. But now during Fall Guys, the Fruit Ninja, that Sims game, it just doesn't really feel special anymore. I think that's my point of trying to make. Even though I'm enjoying all the content, it's not really anything special. That's not trying to get at.
You're valid in how you feel.
In sales without that.
You're valid in how you feel. You don't have to enjoy absolutely every aspect of it. I didn't enjoy Rise. I don't hate Rise. I just don't watch it. If you ask any questions about Rise, I can't answer them. I like the movie they did, but I know it exists. It's not for me. So I just move on and I let the people who like it.
Yeah.
So
that's the whole thing. Each person is to their own. I mean, some people like stuff, some people don't like it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, I absolutely hate the 2003 Turtles. No, I'm not going to sit here. You know what I'm saying?
Who would say that?
There's no reason for anybody to bash it. Everybody likes their own. Everybody has they can think their own way. You know, and I just, you know, I see it all the time where people are trying to bash people. You know, there's plenty of turtle games I don't like playing. Guess what? I don't like playing, but I collect it. You know, but it's just like it's not my thing.
You guys ever just feel?
Man.
You ever have a bad day and you feel bad at yourself and you're mad and you're like, I'm just gonna go and play the damn scene, you know, because I don't deserve.
I love that level.
Things.
That is not a hard level. Everyone keeps saying like
no, the Technodrome is way worse. But yeah, you know,
yes. Like the damn level. It's like once you know how to do it, and I sacrificed Michelangelo and Raphael because those two turtles are garbage in that game.
It's unfortunate, but
he's got the range for sure. So yeah,
I think Mikey might be a better jumper. Like they said something in like the strategy guide that Michelangelo is supposed to be better in the water, and I'm like, no, come on, guys.
No.
You know, it's like you got an A button and a B button. There ain't nothing special. You know,
no. That's your mind, like, you know, playing tricks on you. I mean, you know, when they programmed that, they didn't went that far ahead.
I don't know. I just saw something that blew my mind that this YouTuber was showing how Street Fighter, like how the computer cheats, and I'm like, I knew it, and I'm like, I bet you Turtles Tournament Fighters the same way.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, here's what I'll say quickly is that I think it's wonderful that we all have these. We all came to it in different ways. We all found turtles in different ways.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing about it is that there was something about every iteration that we connected in with that got us to this place that we're at.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter. You know, not everything needs to be for everybody. But sometimes, you know, like if there's something that I don't like right now, for instance, like I was a kid when I watched Secret of the Ooze. It really frustrated me that it was Toka and Razar, right? And it wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady. Right. As an adult, I can't imagine not having Toka and Razar. Like they're, you know, phenomenal characters. So, you know, it's just like things, just like the series themselves are things that we love about the series mutates as well over time. Yeah. So
I agree.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to the next question, which might diverse the fan base now. The 2007 movie has had a unique history with the fans, whether it's going to be in the 1990 movie or 2003 movie. Now, the question is it connected to 1990 movie, 2003, or its own separate universe?
1990 movie.
Own separate universe. 2007 is its own separate.
The 2007, it was its own universe. Yeah, I want to say its own universe.
We specifically asked Kevin Eastman this question, so that's what I'm going with. So,
well, like Kevin Eastman technically did not work anything with. He was out of the franchise during that time, so
he was, yeah.
So the only connector piece there would be Raph with his outfit, that would showed up as a toy in the 2012 also. But I think it was its own. It was definitely its own thing.
But he's saying 1990.
No, it's connected to 1990 movie 100%. Because at the end we have the Shredder's helmet, the Time Scepter, and like the ooze canister from the original movie.
Well, it's actually its own separate universe because of Turtles Forever.
Because Turtles Forever has it as listed as one of those separate dimensions.
Yeah, and
that's a good enough answer as any, I suppose. Yeah, you know?
I guess, but that scene right there and like the way they introduced my headcanon is still 1990. And according to the DVD commentary from Kevin Monroe, it's connected to the original movie as well.
My Kevin outranks your Kevin.
My Kevin did the movie and tried to do a sequel, but then the franchise got bought by Nickelodeon.
For the record, guys, I
really would love to see.
I love the figures. I love so much about it.
I loved everything about it. I have.
Some of the voice acting is just fantastic. Oh, nice! Look at that. Nice. That's the
the gliding Leonardo.
Oh, that was my childhood dream figure.
We'll take donations.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the dark horse of the movies where it's like it's really good. If you watch it now, the animation's a little bit wonky in high definition, but I mean, I have the CD. You know, I love that one. James
No,
Alcala as
I
Leonardo.
loved it too.
Nolan North.
I was so bummed that Amaji, unfortunately, like they did that movie, then they did Astro Boy, which is also a good movie, but neither movie sold commercially well, that they shuttered, and like they were actually working on a Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
That didn't come out, right? Yeah.
No, it didn't come out because like they only had 2 movies that came out, and both movies bombed in the theaters.
Oh man, can you imagine a Legend of Zelda by them though? That would have been so cool.
Like if you go on YouTube, you can find like their test footage, and it's really good. Like like I mean, because
what
like
year would this have been? Like 2009?
Like something around there. Like
Wow.
I can't remember what year Astro Boy came out. I want so it was like pretty much like that.
Oh, that's probably that year because that's the one that Nicolas Cage was in, right? So that was 2009-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I know what I'm doing after this.
You're welcome.
The Christmas special.
Well, that too.
Best Christmas special ever.
We wish you a Merry Christmas Day.
I'm going to put this on camera now. I have a DVD version of that.
Nice.
Ooh.
I think the only way we can get it here is probably like a bootleg.
Yeah, I was looking at the how much it costs on eBay. Like it's like near $100 for a VHS copy.
Yeah, out here you find it at Comic-Cons next to the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie.
100%. I'm glad you've seen that too. We're probably thinking of the same dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Yeah. I bought my
Look,
Pirates
I'm not
of
going to name
Darkwater from him. Yeah.
That's like where you don't like name it because you don't want to get them in trouble. But yes, I know who you're talking about. Like that's the time you don't name drop. But yes, I agree.
Yep. Right. Well, he's not my friend. I bought from him, so it's like
he charges money. He's not a friend.
I'm like, how much you got for this Bucky O'Hare? And he's like, this much. And I'm like, that's highway robbery. I'll take 2.
I'm pretty sure I bought the 90s Spider-Man movie Spider-Man series from that person, like back when it was not owned by Disney, like where they had like this like Disney, like when Disney had it, they didn't actually release the whole thing. There was no such thing as Disney Plus.
They had Hasselhoff, Nick Fury. I'm pretty sure that was there too. You know.
Oh man.
Yeah. They had the whole series of Captain Power. So that's yeah. I kind of wonder if it would still work. You know.
Okay, so for the next and final question, so Mark Thompson, who did the voice of Casey Jones and 101 other characters in 2003 show, he did audition for for 2012 voice, and it was for a main character of the villains. Was it Chris Bradford, Zeva, Baxter Stockman, or Shredder?
Bradford. I'm saying Bradford.
Bradford. I'm going Bradford because I can totally see him as Bradford.
100. Yeah.
I'm going Shredder. I'm going to go.
And by the way, losing out to Clancy Brown, there's no shame in that.
No shame in it.
They want.
Look. They had Nickelodeon money for that.
Yeah. That's Mr. Krabs.
Well, the answer was Shredder, so Eric gets a point.
Oh, nice.
Woo! Good job.
Woohoo!
That was a lucky guess. Roll the dice.
Woohoo! Yeah. Let me go again, people.
Okay, so the scores are in. It's interesting. So, Eric, you got 5. Justin, you got 5. Jason, you got 4.
Yes!
SpeekyGeeky, you got 9.
Whoa! That's fun.
He's the biggest 2003 Turtles fan.
I just want to add there was no 1987 questions. If you guys don't know who I am, I do a freaking podcast on the original show, and the deck was definitely stacked against me. I mean, if you want to know all the wrong turtle talkings, I could have give you that.
Oh, like when Townsend had to accidentally do Splinter because someone didn't show up, and Fred
Yeah.
Wolf was being a
no,
jerk.
I meant like
Well-
the animation mistakes when they changed the.
Oh,
okay.
Because in our podcast we have a whole section that's called "Wrong Turtle Talking," where I point out the times when the turtles are talking, but it's the incorrect voice.
There's a lot.
I'll say one little thing here.
There's a lot.
Okay, I'll say one little thing here. Bringing up excuses. I'm the youngest person here.
No,
He is,
I mean,
yeah. I was
Dude, I'm
impressed.
what are you talking about?
I was impressed he knew the NES game, so I was just like,
it's great. Yeah, I mean, Teddy, the questions you had here were phenomenal. I mean, this is some really.
They were like. I recently did a Ninja Turtle trivia question, and the final question was like their hardest question was name the 2 creators of the comic book.
you're kidding.
I am not kidding you.
That's like the one question
Kevin
everybody
Laird and Peter Eastman.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Ditko and
John,
Stan Lee,
you
right?
have John questions.
Jeez, I thought you were gonna ask like what was the turtle's first color appearance? You know? Anybody know?
Yeah, these are so much fun though. These are,
New Age
Yeah,
comics number one.
lots of fun. Lots of fun. I gladly accept the L as like. The
Oh
least-
yeah, like,
the person in this group who knew the least. I accept it.
no,
I
I
really want to get the 2003 Turtles myself. I really do. So I can actually sit down. I've kind of liked their art style, and I watched a little bit of Flash Forward, but I really want to get him to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
I only like the episodes with the Red Sky guys. Sorry.
Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. that's just not. I can't even keep a straight face.
If you go on Pluto TV right now, they're showing those episodes, and it's free. It's a free service. So
Yes.
I like they just now got to the Red Sky seasons.
What's that kid's name? Connor? You know, or
Carter.
Yeah, Carter.
Another point for Jason.
Carter. Yeah.
It's
I'm just racking these points in my head.
well, I mean, there's like, here's the thing. Here's what I'll say about the Red Sky years is that like I know that like even the actors themselves, those were not their favorite episodes, and they did not enjoy. You know, it was a change in tone, right? But the characters that were introduced, there were some really fun ones that were introduced, even if it was like super freaking dark, right, and very off.
Like Lord
off
Drag
style.
and all that.
Oh yeah.
I liked a bunch of those characters. I mean, like honestly, like when they started refreshing, and like because I really think that's what that show needed at the time. It was just like, but at the time, like at that point, that was when the whole Power Ranger fandom was coming in, and so they had no chance, like, you know. But like they did a decent effort of like trying to go with the times.
Well, it was very much influenced by Batman the Animated Series.
Right.
It was evident in the in the way it felt, you know. But and the movie too,
Favorite
probably.
theme song, I'd say, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I don't hate it. It's just I don't love it, you know.
I quite enjoy that theme song.
That one's my least favorite. I go back to the Fred Wolf one and the
No, Chuck Lorre, man.
counted
Chuck
off.
Lorre. No, like get the name right. He did not create a Big Bang Theory like
Yeah,
for
Chuck
you
Lorre,
to like
yep.
call him Fred Wolf.
I was just saying it was his version. But yeah, you're right. Chuck Lorre. Chuck Lorre, you know, creator of Roseanne.
There's another person who created with him too. I can't remember that person's name. Chuck Lorre was the famous one.
Dan Wise, I don't know.
So, do people want to like tell people like where they can find you?
Who? Where? Huh?
Well, you're the winner. You're the winner. You should go first.
You want me to? Okay, yeah. I mean, so SpeekyGeeky is my channel. I'm starting, right? I don't want to step over other people. Yeah, SpeekyGeeky, 2 E's, is me on YouTube. I am over on SpeekyGeeky Official over on Instagram. I'm a lot of other places. I guess you go with those two. That you'll find the other links. So don't even go like pull down the list of stuff. You just go there. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. Lots of turtle stuff. Some new ones. I'll have to. I don't know if I can say it. I'll say it now. Otherwise, I want everyone to get their stuff in too. But stop motion stuff that's coming and animation with the original voices of the original '87 cartoon. So that should be fun. All right, let's move on.
Jason, where can I find you?
What's that?
Jason, where can I find you?
Me?
Jason.
Oh.
Yeah, me. Okay. You can find. We do a podcast called Turtle Recall, where we are breaking down every episode of the original show. We are currently about to be finished with season 4. We'll be starting season 5 fairly shortly. We're also on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is called Moving Lackpost. Good luck spelling that. But just search for Turtle Recall, and we do Ninja Turtle news. We do updated Ninja Turtle news each week. So if you guys want to check that, we do it live every Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Cool.
Okay. Justin?
I'll check that out. I follow Geeky, by the way. That's why I knew him. I didn't know Turtle Recall. I need to get on that.
You need to get on that, man. Submit all your memories and everything.
Cool. Yeah, we Eric and I host a show called Epic Tales from the Sewers. We are on every place that you can find podcasts. It's an audio podcast. We do 2 different types. The first is where I'll actually go through and I'll read out the stories, and I'll do it in a voice. So if I'm Raphael, I'll go like this, or if I'm Mikey, I'll do it like this. And Shredder and stuff. Like all that fun stuff. And I'll read through the Turtles Adventures, the Last Ronin, the IDW Turtles. Not so much the Mirage ones. We haven't really touched those yet. But then the other part is we interview Turtles or Turtles adjacent people, like actor Ken Scott. Let's see, Eric, who's some of the others? We had Kevin Easton.
Francis Chow. We've had Francis Chow.
Yeah.
We've had Townsend Coleman on. We've had Eastman on there as well. We've had quite
Carol Pay, Gavin Smith, Johnny DeGeorginis.
We've had numerous cover artists on there. Mike Ruth,
Dave Wheeler.
Who?
Dave Wheeler's been on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Eric Burnham.
We've had all kinds of
Eddie's
people
been
So
it's a positive place because a lot of times there's fandoms out there, and you listen to a show and they're like, oh, I hate this. There's a fair amount of that, like, oh, I don't like Rise, or I don't like this guy's art and stuff like that. You're never going to hear that on our show. It's a positive place where you can go and everybody just kind of geeks out and talks about Turtles
and pizza recipes.
Every episode has a pizza recipe except for the long cut of the Last Ronin, which has all 5 issues. Every other episode has a pizza recipe.
Cool.
Definitely gonna make some pizza. One thing I also want to add is if anyone who's going to Dragon Con next weekend, I will be hosting the Ninja Turtle panel Saturday at 4 p.m. Over there. So if you guys are watching this, you're going to Dragon Con, come to my panel. It'll be very fun.
Nice. I think Jason Flowers is going to be there.
Oh, nice. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook. I'll have to reach out to him. And
we've had him on here probably about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, he's our probably most repeated guest, I'd say. Yeah, we love Jason. Who's in the panel? I gotta know. Who's on your panel, Jason?
Just me.
Cool.
They invite. I swear they invite me just to like last year they tried to get the writer for Ninja Turtles 1 and 2 on my panel, but they just tried to do it last minute, and I made the whole panel about the description about the 35th anniversary of the show. And so he was like, "No, I can't do it." I was like, I was going to change the whole for you, but no,
Bobby
my panels. I've had like some the first time I did the panel at Dragon Con, I had Kevin Eastman, so that was like one of my crowning achievement right there. But yeah, most of the time it's just me by myself. So people go in there, they see me, then they turn around and they're
we will be at Granite State Comic-Con in Manchester, New Hampshire with some great people. Mike Ruth, Mateus Santaluco, Sarah Meyer will be there. We're also going to have Ben Bishop. He's all right.
He's a murderer. That's it. It's the murderer.
Freddie Williams. So there'll be some cool people at the show, and we've got there. We'll be 2 two booths down from Bolaires with Tom Bullman.
Yep.
So,
Sweet.
You're so lucky. Like, I mean, UK has no one over here.
I don't know. You guys get all the good X-Men writers. That's what I'm saying. So it's like we can't get any close to them. And I mean, you have Alan Moore.
Yeah, but it's not Turtles.
No, it's not.
It's not Turtles.
That's the best way you could have said that, and I love it.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, yeah.
Does anyone have anything else to say, or?
I should note. Okay, so so Turtle Talk too. You brought up Dave Wheeler. I should bring that up. I also do a series with Dave Wheeler and Dan. We do it's like a monthly thing where we talk all things Turtles too. So that's also on the channel. Thank you for reminding me. I should say that.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my invite. I mean,
you're all welcome. We'll talk. We'll DM after this for sure. I'd love to have you all on.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're a wonderful group of folks here. This is like
best fandom in the world.
Company here.
Best fandom in the world. The Turtles fandom. It's like a big family. Everybody. Even if you like only the action figures, if you like only the video games and all that, it's still you're part of the family.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very glad how well this all turned out. Like, also very surprised because me and Justin have only spoken in email, setting things up. We've never actually interacted, so hopefully this could lead on to something else. You never know, but yeah.
Well, you never know. We're happy to be here with you. I love your work, Teddy. Just to kind of build you up a little bit. The amount of work that you put into everything that you do does not go unnoticed. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm enthralled. I mean, the videos too, with especially the animation stuff, with the comics where you're doing the motion comics. They're so freaking good.
I love it.
Yeah. So, we can't do enough praise here for the kind of fun.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yours is leagues above than what we have. We just have two people on a microphone and static images. I mean,
I don't want to talk about our YouTube.
What happened to our YouTube? Is it still up?
It's still there. I mean, I think the last episode was the Santa Luco episode. So.
Oh yeah, not very much going on.
It was enjoyable enough.
Yeah, it's there's 5 episodes. All right.
Yeah.
We're an audio show. What do you want?
Yeah. I know.
Thank you all so much for being here. And thank you everyone for watching. And I don't know how to really end this now. Ready?
Guys.
It's customary to just end with a cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
I'm gonna shout out too loud.
Yeah, my crown is coming. How I'm just.
Your trophy's being mailed to you. I swear.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have my Baxter. I have Baxter head up
there. See y'all later.
Oh, look at that thing. Man, that is brutal.
Someone's got to get a shot of this with all our stuff on here. But yeah, thank you for having us. This has been fantastic.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cowabunga! Cowabunga!
Cowabunga!